Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I've been recently thinking, does Carnival Cruise Line have a problem? And it's not the problem you're thinking of. You're thinking of its visibility and the stereotype that goes along with a Carnival cruise, right? They're the rowdy cruise. They're going to have fights. They're going to have arguments. I'm thinking their whole ship design plan could land them in trouble. So in 2024, Carnival announced that they're finally, since the pandemic, they had stopped building all their ships. Remember, they sold off a lot of ships, and then they moved ships from their Costa fleet into the Carnival fleet, like the Luminosa is from Costa, right? Well, they currently have 27 ships and a 28th is on the way, but right now 27 ships. And they announced in 2024 that they are building 3 new mega ships. Not just like the Mardi Gras class that's out there right now, the celebration and that. Those ones are large ships to begin with, 180-some thousand tons, 183,000 tons. But they're building now 225,000 plus tons, which is quite significantly larger than the current ships they have, their largest ships. So they're going mega ship. They want to hold the 6,000 to 7,000 passenger range cruise ships, and that's what they're going to be building coming forward. 3 of them. Well, that's all well and good, but they also have a clientele that kind of like their smaller ships, right? Their Carnival Sunrise, the Radiance, the Luminosa, the Miracle, the Legend, the Pride, the Spirit, the Elation, the Paradise. All these ships, well, 7 of them are in the 2,100 range of passengers, and then we have the Radiance, which is around 2,800, and we have the Sunrise close to 3,000 passengers. But those ships are starting to get up in age, and they are starting to get to the end of their life cycle. Now, the vast majority of cruise lines put down about 30 years as the deadline for the cruise ship. And even during that time, around the 20 to 25 year range, they start looking to see if they can sell their ships to smaller markets where they pick up the ship for another 10 to 15 years. But 30 years, it's very rare to see a cruise line have a ship 30 years or older running on a regular basis. First of all, it's harder to maintain. You have older mechanics, older technology. You have to keep refurbishing it over and over again to try and keep it looking clean and looking sparkling that people would want to sail on it. And we have Carnival Cruise Lines now starting to get into that range where those ships would normally be looked at being sold, and instead Carnival is building the mega ships and just saying that they are going to keep these ones running. We're just going to keep putting money into them and keep them running. Well, if I look at the Carnival ships right now, all the ones that are the smaller ships that people want to do, for instance, Royal Caribbean announced that they're probably designing a smaller ship. Now, we're not sure the size of that smaller ship. Their version of smaller ship could be 4,000 passengers, but I'm thinking it's going to be around the 2,500 range so they can visit ports that the mega ships just don't have, and they're planning that for the future. Now, when Carnival was asked about the smaller ships, what are you doing about the smaller ships? They just said, no, we're not building any smaller ships. We're going to maintain our current fleet of small ships. Don't worry, they're going to be maintained. But you can only maintain smaller ships so much, right? You can only paint, the outside of your car to make it look shiny and new so often. And a ship will start to show its age from many things. First of all, it'll break down more often. The engines won't last, the mechanics won't last, the turbines won't last. You have the design of the ship itself, the interior, the breakdown is much different from a ship 25 years ago than the current ships they're building now. And you can see it when you visit these older ships. You can see, oh, well, yeah, the atrium or the piazza area, boy, on this ship, it's really cut up and broken down, where on the newer ships, it's open and wide. It just seems more modern. Even on a Royal Caribbean ship, if you go on, say, the Allure of the Seas, and then you go on the Wonder or the Utopia of the Seas, you can see a stark difference in the design and the look of the ship. In fact, it looks, oh, well, I like the Allure, but it's showing its age compared to the other ships, and it's not as old as some of these Carnival ships. Now, what am I talking about? Well, the Carnival Paradise and the Carnival Elation and the Carnival Radiance are all 27 years old this year. 3 of their 9 smaller ships, and I'm calling smaller ships anything under 3,000, where most people would say anything around that 2,000 passenger range, where they have 7 ships. Well, the newest ship in that fleet is the Miracle, and it's 21 years old this year, reaching the end of that 15 to 20 year lifespan where they start normally selling off these ships. But Carnival is going to maintain them and update them. Now, they have been giving big refurbishments and overhauls and everything, but as I said, just like your car can look beautiful and you can maintain it, but if you're using it every day, a 20-year-old car is not running like a 2-year-old car. It's showing its age. It's feeling its age. Even the design is feeling its age. And a lot of passengers, Carnival loyalists, are a little upset with Carnival's steadfast, no, we're only going with the mega ships. We're not going to build the smaller ships. We're just going to maintain our current fleet. Well, we have 9 of their 27 ships are all 21 years or older, and 4 of them are in the 27 and 26 year range already this year, and there's no plans to replace them. Does that mean Carnival is going to go to the 30 year with no plans to replace the Paradise or the Elation or the Radiance? And if you remember, they have these new names on some of these ships, like the Carnival Triumph was renamed the Carnival Sunrise, and they refurbished it. It looked really, really good, but it's still the Carnival Triumph. It's still 26 years old, and it's going to feel 26 years old when you're on the ship. It's going to feel, it's got a new coat of paint, some new 2.0 stuff put on, but it's not the same as a brand new, smaller ship being built. Not only that, some of the ports that Carnival goes to don't fit the mega ships. Like Baltimore can't fit the mega ships. Tampa can't fit the mega ships. So does that mean that we're only going to have 24 to 30-year-old ships, or even older? Does Carnival plan to go and have like the Paradise and the Elation go till they're 35 years of service, where those ships normally go to the smaller secondary market, almost like ferries in a way, right? The secondhand cruise ship market, not the mega companies like Royal, Carnival, MSC. Well, Carnival fans have spoken up and they've said, hey, maybe you should rethink this, because your ships are starting to get old. They're starting to show their age. And what are you going to do in 2 more years when 3 of your ships are now almost 30 years old, 29 years old? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Carnival will announce in the next year or so that, you know what, we are going to build a smaller ship? Or do you think they just plan that? You know, it's hard. They have another Mardi Gras class coming out, and they have the XL class, and then they have the 3 new mega ship class that they're planning to build. When are they going to squeeze in a smaller ship to the Carnival fleet? You wouldn't be able to see it anytime sooner than, say, 2031. By that time, the Carnival Paradise will be 32 years old. That's an old ship to be sailing on. Well, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? And until next time, I hope you appreciate this video. You did? Please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.